Good afternoon. It is day 86. Sorry for the wind. I'm just going to learn to get in the habit of doing this again. So what have I been learning? Well, two things real quick, and I probably will end up repeating these things, but as I tell my son, who gets annoyed when I say, I've heard this before. Well, sometimes you need 10, 20 reminders to be reminded of how to do something and to do it correctly. All right, so first thing, on carnivore, I've been learning to, particularly because this is a way of eating that is not supposed to, you're not supposed to count calories. You're just interested in listening to your body cues. And the big body cue here on carnivore diet is that if you're going to eat until, as Dr. Ken Berry says, eat until you are comfortably stuffed. Makes me feel like a turkey, but I mean, well, happy Thanksgiving, by the way. So that's one thing. Remember, eat till you're comfortably stuffed. And I think for the past few weeks, there have been times I've been a little bit under eating, actually. So remember that real way of eating, you're not supposed to limit yourself in a unmeaningful way. So that's number one. Eat till you're comfortably stuffed. And I think for me also that means that for the past few weeks I've not been eating enough fat. I think I've been doing too much protein loading, and I think that's been a little bit much. The other thing I've also been doing after meals, once I am again comfortably stuffed, is to take a walk. And studies have shown that the minute you start exercising or start doing stuff after you eat, you actually end up blunting your glucose spike. Now, some of you may be going, well, you're on a zero carb or very, very low carb diet. What glucose spike is there? Well, you have to remember that even when you're eating meat, number one, meat has still some form of carbs in it. Number two, you still will produce insulin because your body it senses that you are eating something. So there's always going to be a bit of an insulin spike. The issue here, though, is that your insulin spike isn't going to be as big. But having said that, I also feel somewhat sleepy after a meal, even a meal that has zero sugar in it. So I've learned to take a walk to get my muscles activated, and so if there is any sort of glucose spike that occurs from anything that I've been eating, my muscles will take whatever glucose it is and use it for the walk. So I've been trying to do that, and honestly, it just gives me an incentive to exercise. It's just a lot better that way. That's about it. This is day 86. Weight stable. Everything is going pretty well. Happy Thanksgiving, folks. Go see some family. Oh, one last thing, just maybe this is not the episode to talk about it, but you know what, we'll save it for a later episode. But thinking about keeping your stress levels down, because any sort of cortisol in your system is going to prevent you from literally living your best life. So keep that stress down as much as possible, given that it is Thanksgiving and family dinners are happening and all sorts of controversial topics are being talked about, including nutrition, including politics. Just spend some good time with your loved ones without talking about anything super controversial. All right, we'll see you later. Happy Thanksgiving, folks.